Let's start with Into Thin Air, because if you want to understand how leadership breaks down under pressure, this book lays it bare. In 1996, journalist and mountaineer John Krakauer joined a guided expedition up Mount Everest. His assignment was to report on the booming business of taking paid clients to the highest point on Earth. Two rival guides led the main expeditions that year, Rob Hall from New Zealand and Scott Fisher from the US. Both of them were legends. Both wanted to prove that they could lead clients safely to the summit and back. They had structure, rules, a turnaround time of 2 p.m. If you weren't at the top by then, you turned back no matter what. But on summit day, the structure started to crack. Bottlenecks formed. And near the Hillary Step, oxygen was running low. Radios failed, people were exhausted, but nobody wanted to be the one to say, stop. This is where Krakauer introduces this concept of summit fever. It's this mindset where logic disappears and all that matters is reaching the top. The climbers pushed past their window. A storm hit, visibility dropped to zero, and within hours, people were lost, separated, and dying in sub-zero winds. Several of the most experienced guides, people who'd had dedicated their lives to keeping others safe, didn't make it down. What really stuck with me was how much pressure these guides were under. They had clients who had paid tens of thousands of dollars and were desperate for the summit. They had reputations to protect, sponsors to impress, and the weight of expectations on their shoulders. If you study this story through the lens of leadership, you see how competing motivations pull at you. Safety versus success, reputation versus responsibility. Sometimes your team wants something badly, and you have to make the call they won't like. The right decision isn't always the popular one. Honestly, this book, it's the reason I ended up studying wilderness leadership in college, because it showed me that leadership isn't about theory, it's about choices that can save lives or cost them. That's why this book starts the list.